Hello, farmer.
Hello, stranger.
What is it you're doing here?
I'm one of the lucky ones. The merchant Conrad pays me to watch his cows. The others haven't been so lucky. But such is the law of the Inquisitor. In the town you'll be safe, they said. Safe, maybe. Safe and starving. Leave!
Just leave. Maybe later, all right?
Spare a coin for a poor farmer. We have nothing to eat. My wife Martha is sick.
Can't you find work here?
I had work guarding the cows, but Martha needs me now. We're down to our last few coins.
Here, 25 gold pieces.
Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Good luck, and don't give up hope.
I won't. Thank you.
Can I help you?
Are you a healer? My wife is so sick. I fear the worst.
What's wrong with her?
She's feverish. I blame these cursed bloody ruins.
Why? How did they make her ill?
They came out of the ground right next to my damn farm. Next day, Martha caught this fever, and she's got sicker since then. I don't know what to do. Her only hope is Master Belshaw.
Who is Master Belshaw?
A mage from the monastery. He spends his time at the Shrine of the Flame, back in the gutters. He cares about poor farmers like us. No one else does.
Just let me sleep.
You're new here, right? Leto let you in, huh?
Yes. I'm from outside.
You're breaking the Inquisitor's new laws. You know that. You should be more careful. You tell the wrong people, you could get yourself in trouble.
You've had trouble with the law.
Ha! The law is just an excuse to lock us all in the town. The Order wants to loot the ruins in peace. Once they've taken the last crumb of gold out of the ruins, they'll let us out again. Don Esteban figured that out right away.
Why are you in the town and not in the swamp?
Simple. The Don doesn't let go of things that belong to him. Some of us are keeping business going here until the Inquisition move on.
What business do you do?
Anything that brings gold. Gold's the only way we can challenge the Order and the warriors, isn't it? Taking the town back is what it's all about. We control the town, we control the island. For now, though, the Inquisitor and Commandant Carlos are in charge. So what's your step? All right.
What's the Order doing about the Don's men?
They stop us where they can. Since they came here with their fancy white uniforms, they've never taken their eyes off us. They're just waiting for us to step out of line. Then they'll take us to the monastery. Keep your eye out for Sebastian. He's always around, watching.
Tell me about Commandant Carlos.
He's the Inquisitor's watchdog. His headquarters is in the guardhouse. He sits up there controlling everyone's lives. But it's only a matter of time before he pisses enough people off.
Sounds like you could use some help.
We could. I have to scrape together a lot of gold for the Don. If I don't send him something soon, if I don't get some gold in, I'll have problems with my own boys. If you help me, I can cut you in for a slice.
What are you offering if I do help you?
Well, I'll give you gold, and I can teach you a few things too. Give a man a fish, and he'll stink for a day. Give him a rod.
You want to teach me to fish?
In a manner of speaking. Fish for gold. I can make a pickpocket out of you. Word to the wise. You should look to the Don. Join him before you get swallowed and pissed out by the Order.
What can I do?
Costa the pawnbroker's doing good business here in the gutters. He's preying on the farmers and stuffing his pockets with gold.
So, what do you need doing?
Since the Order has been here, He hasn't paid his dues to the Don. Hired himself a bodyguard, he has, and he pays the Inquisition's taxes. What about the Don's taxes, eh? Where's our slice? Someone needs to make sure we get paid.
I'll get your gold.
Good. It's time we showed him we're still in charge in the gutters. But it won't be easy. Costa won't pay voluntarily. At least, not now he's got himself a bodyguard.
How much does Costa owe?
He's caused a lot of trouble. I'd say he owes 300 gold coins for that alone. You can keep half.
How should I get the gold from him?
I really don't care. If you give him a beating, you can probably just take it. But don't kill him. No point killing the golden goose. And it will get the Inquisition on our backs. But teaching his bodyguard a lesson wouldn't hurt.
Is there any advice you can give me?
If you just cut loose on Costa, you'll have to take care of him and his bodyguard at the same time. It'd be better to deal with them one by one. Try to provoke them, one at a time. They start the fight, then no one will interfere. You start the fight, you'll have problems with the guards.
Wait, I saw you talking to Delgado. Do you deny it?
No. And who are you?
I am Sebastian, a warrior of the Order of the Holy Flame. And you want to be careful who you get involved with.
What do you know about Delgado?
He is one of Don Esteban's men. Ruthless, the lot of them. They steal, lie, and extort. Steer clear of them.
What are you doing about the Don's people?
Inside the town, cornering them like rats in a burrow. Outside the town, the Inquisitor is slowly choking them, starving them of men, of gold, of food. Commandant Carlos will see the town is cleared of the Don's influence. Then those left in the swamp will just wither and die. We'll finish Delgado, and the Don will follow.
Why don't you just throw the Don's men out of the town?
We've tried. They get back in. We don't know where or how, so now we'll use them. Finish them where they stand. You'd better decide whose side you're on. You want to be a rat, or a rat catcher?
How can I help you?
I need to know what Delgado is planning. He's careful. He knows I'm following him, but he is up to something. Since you have spoken to him, maybe you can find out for me, and we can block up another of the Don's rat holes.
Delgado wants to extort protection money from the pawnbroker Costa.
And he needs you to do it for him. Am I right?
That's it. Apparently Costa's ripping off farmers, and the Don's men want some of the spoils.
Yes. I've had a bad feeling about Costa for a while.
Delgado is desperate for gold. Without it, his own people will hang him out to dry.
Then this is the chance I've been waiting for. Will you help me to deal with Delgado?
What do you want me to do?
Pretend to work for Delgado and get the gold from Costa. But instead of giving it to him, give it to me. I will make sure it gets back to the proper owners.
And if Delgado doesn't get Costa's gold?
We'll have caused a big internal row within the Don's men.
What's in it for me if I help?
It will stand you in good stead if you'd like to go to the monastery. Our commander appreciates help, and the monastery can train you as a mage or as a warrior of the Order. It would be your choice. And, of course, you will receive a reward.
How high is the reward for Delgado?
100 gold pieces.
Hey, do you work here?
Sure do. If you're looking for somewhere to kip, just go upstairs. Pay Costa after.
Isn't it a bit odd to pay afterwards?
Don't ask me. I don't bring the business, I just bring the muscle.
Why is muscle needed?
Costa doesn't want trouble.
Trouble with whom?
Guests looking for a free kip, or anyone who wants to play silly buggers.
You work for Costa?
Yeah, gotta get gold where you can. Not much to be had down at the harbour. No ships means no work.
So, you're paid muscle.
Better than an unpaid muscle.
What?
I'm Costa. Welcome to my little part of the island. If there's anything you need, anything at all, I can get it. Usually.
What do you sell?
Weapons, potions, jewellery, scrolls. If you need it, hell, I can even get you a bed.
Where do you get your wares?
Since there's nothing coming into town, I sell stuff we still got inside.
Like what?
Times are tough. People got to find a way to get by. Quite a few folks want to sell their possessions for some solid coin in their hands.
So you prey on people's poverty.
Hey, no one's forcing them to sell their stuff. If they wish to trade their family heirlooms for a hot meal, I'm the man who helps them. I'm a charitable man, just like Belshore. They'd be sleeping in the gutter without me.
Anywhere around here I can sleep?
It's not a good idea to spend the night in just any old bed. That's asking for trouble. But I have a couple of beds on the upper floor. I don't ask much, just 30 gold coins. They're safe, peaceful, and you won't wake up with lice in your hair.
Delgado is waiting for his gold.
Then he's gonna have to wait a long time. I'm not paying.
Delgado won't like that.
Is that a threat? Police. What do you think I pay Fuller for? Delgado's not getting another coin out of me.
You'd better not be trying to nick anything. What?
Hey.
Hello, I'm Finn. You don't happen to have any work to offer?
No, I don't.
Drat. I've combed every corner of this place. This town is a mess. There are so many people here now, and they all want jobs. Even Flavio can't give me work.
What sort of work do you do?
Anything, anything.
What can you tell me about Flavio?
People say Belshore is the only man doing something for the farmers. But Flavio has given work to lots of people. Has.
But that's changed.
Yeah, the warehouse is empty, and he had to get rid of most of us.
Haven't you anything else to do?
May the holy flame light your way, stranger. Are you looking for a spot of warm fire? Or some stew to salve your hunger?
You're a mage.
I am that. I am Master Belshore, a guardian of the holy flame, ordained into the convocation of mages.
What is it you do in the town?
I help those who are unable to help themselves. For now, that means providing food, shelter, other necessities. Why don't you help me?
What can I do for you?
Help me to care for the people. There are those who are sick and injured. They are in need of healing potions.
What is the Holy Flame?
In the monastery at the foot of the volcano, there's a holy place. It's one of the last true treasures of this world. The Hall of the Holy Flame. It's the source of our power, a well of magic. We must do all we can to protect it from the looming danger.
What can you do with magic?
It has many uses. There are spells which harm and spells which heal, and those that light your path in the darkness. With no study at all, you could cast from a scroll. Those scrolls can be used but once, whereas an artifact with magic bound into it can last an age. But to create such items, or use magic without the need of them, for that you must become a mage.
How can I become a mage?
You need a firm will and much patience to be chosen. As a mage, you would bear great responsibility. Are you fit for such a role?
I don't know.
A good answer. Quick to learn, quick to forget is what I say. Think then, and find your path. But dedication, not speed, is required for study. If you can show dedication to the holy flame, then I would see you as more fit for training.
Right. I can distribute those healing potions for you.
Good, good. Thank you. I have 7 potions prepared. I will give you a list with the names of the needy here in the gutters. Consider the remaining potions payment for your work.
I could use some stew.
Here, may it grant you strength.
Thank you. Hey,
What do you want? I haven't done anything.
that's quite a guilty conscience.
No. I thought,
Thought what?
that you were one of the people who doesn't want us outsiders here. They say we're thieves, but we aren't. The Don's rabble are the thieves.
Where are you from?
All over. I'm a hunter, or was before the Order locked me up here in this town.
You don't sound terribly happy.
Of course. If they're going to lock everyone up here, they should look after us. Instead, they treat us like criminals. But the Order just leaves us here, leaves us to our fate.
So, are there thieves in the town?
Oh, yes. They take everything that's not nailed down. They cleaned out all the skins in Flavio's storehouse. And the worst thing is that the rebels get away with it. Nah, I hate it here. I can't wait to get out.
Welcome, welcome. I am Flavio the merchant.
Hello, Flavio the merchant.
I bet you're looking for work. I can't give you any. You'll have to try somewhere else.
What do you sell here?
Hunting trophies. Skins, claws, and teeth are my business. I pay for good catches. I'll even provide you with new arrows. Well, I used to.
You don't have any work to offer?
Since the town gates have been closed, my hunters can't get out. So there is no more hunting, no catch, no gold. We all just have to tighten our belts.
Do you have any jobs that can be done in the town?
Well, there's one thing. We all could really use a delivery of meat.
Where does it need to go?
Master Belcher needs it. You just have to get the meat from the slaughterhouse. I've already talked to Baxter down there, but he wants 10 skins before he'll hand over any meat.
So you want me to find these skins?
If you manage that, then at least we'll have some meat.
Don't you have any skins? After all, you deal in them.
No, my stores are empty. The Don's men have helped themselves too many times. My boys, Pavel or Cole, might have a lead. Maybe they know something.
Where can I find Baxter?
In the slaughterhouse at the harbour. He runs the meat trade here. He's quite a jovial fellow, but he takes his job very seriously.
What's in it for me if I come up with the skins?
You want to be paid for your work? I don't have much. I can offer a few arrows, and you'll make some friends.
Okay, I'll find these skins for you.
Thanks. 5 boar skins and 5 wolf skins. And take them to Baxter. Once you have the meat, take that to Master Belcher.
There's a face I don't recognize. Don't go wandering outside the gutters if you want to stay safe.
You're a town guard.
Damn right, so that means around here, the law is what I say it is. Stay in the gutters and stay out of trouble.
Why are there only a few guards about?
We are the town's first line of defense. So we were the first people sent to those ruins when they sprang up. Most didn't come back. Or if they did, they were in bad shape. That was before Mendoza and his Inquisition turned up. Now it's his men that go into those ruins. And let me tell you, that's fine by me.
Can you train me?
Sure. I could do with a bit of amusement. It'll cost you, though.
I want to improve my fighting skills. I want to be stronger.
That's what I like to see. You're gonna need more gold.
I want to be stronger.
Keep it up.
A customer! Welcome. What can I get you?
I have a healing potion for you from Master Belshaw.
Thank you.
Hey, new in town. Gold burning a hole in your pocket? In the market for a valuable artifact? Yeah, of course you are. Unlucky you ran into me, 'cause I got the very thing.
Who are you?
Name's Dirk. I'm an acquirer of rare and valuable items. A treasure seeker. Just like my brothers. Runs in the family, you could say.
So you don't work alone?
Ulf, Dieter, and little old me. Triplets.
Triplets? Thanks for the warning. So you trade artifacts then?
Not much getting in and out of Harbour Town. People gotta make a living any way they can. Most of those ways. Well, you wouldn't write home to your ma about them. Ulf's off looking for work until things pick up. I just want to get back to the ruins again. Good place for treasure seekers.
So you and your brothers are traveling separately?
Easier to find work that way. Although I've not seen Dieter for days. I heard rumors Ulf was being held prisoner in the Merchants District. No idea if that's true.
You don't seem too bothered.
Well, if it is true, he can handle himself. Toughest of the three of us, he is.
I'll see if I can help Ulf.
He can handle himself. But if you're going that direction, then I suppose it couldn't hurt.
What sort of artifact are you selling?
Some kind of large golden bowl. You need something golden bowl-shaped? This'll be perfect. And it's yours for just 150 gold.
You look like you're from the monastery.
Yes. I am Novice Hugh. I assist Master Belshaw.
What exactly happens up there, at the monastery?
Normally, the monastery is a place of peace and knowledge, but now the Inquisition has taken up residence, it has become a place to train recruits.
Tell me more about this town.
There is unrest. Many do not accept the Inquisitor's word, or the reality of what is happening. If the Inquisitor had captured the Don, everything would be different. But instead, people complain, even as we seek to save them.
Why do they complain?
Don Esteban and his gang still have great influence. They seek to discredit the Inquisition for their own ends. Many believe the Don will take control as soon as the Inquisitor is gone, so only a few are willing to defy the Don, lest they pay the price later.
How do they decide if someone becomes a recruit or a novice?
Most take the path of the recruit. They are trained to become a warrior of the Order. This requires them to learn the high art of staff fighting and the basic principles of magic. To tread the path of magic, you must prove yourself to the Order. Then you may be given the choice to become a novice. As a novice, you learn staff fighting, but only enough to defend oneself. After that, you focus on real study, the art of the mage. If you wish to become a novice, then you should spend time with Master Belshaw.
What do you make of the Inquisitor?
He may be disliked by some, but he is the only one who can help us in these times. He will avert the threat of the risen temples and restore order. While he performs his tasks up in the monastery, he is reliant on us, upon his representative, Commandant Carlos, to maintain control here.
Tell me more about Commandant Carlos.
He is a warrior of the Order of the Holy Flame. He spends most of his time in the guardhouse, but his warriors are ever vigilant, maintaining peace in the town, which cannot be said of the Old Town Guard.
What's wrong with the Old Town Guard?
In the days before the Inquisitor arrived, they were responsible for keeping order on the streets. Don Esteban had them under his thumb. They did what they pleased here. They would do anything for gold and pleasure, and still would if given the chance. But now the Order is in charge here. Alas, I fear, some of them care too little for the people.
Master Belshaw wants me to hand out some healing potions.
The people here need help. There are many sick and injured.
But how do I find the people who need healing?
Belshaw gave you a list of those to be treated, didn't he?
Yes.
Those people will be here in the gutters. Most live on the street.
How did you become a novice?
I volunteered. Master Belshaw said I have what it takes and gave me his blessing. After I convinced Commandant Carlos of my worth, I was allowed to go to the monastery to begin training. One day, I will be a powerful mage, a master of the order.
After somewhere peaceful. I'm Cole, by the way.
Is this a place of prayer?
This is the Shrine of the Holy Flame, a place of calm in a violent, lawless world.
And you're here to pray?
Yes. I pray that this will all be over and I can go back to being a hunter.
Tell me about the flame.
I'm a hunter. I don't know much about holy things.
Just tell me what you know.
It's... the flame protects us. All of us. Understand? It protects the whole island. It's where the mages get their magic. They say while it burns, there is hope that the storms don't come to this island because of it. Whatever it is, the flame protects us.
Do you know where I can get skins?
Skins? It's hard to get much of anything in town, but I hear Baxter swaps his meat for skins, if you have enough.
That's why I'm here. Do you have skins?
I still have one. You can have it.
Thanks. How can I get hold of more?
Haven't a clue. Pavel might, though. He is, was a hunter too. In good times, we were never short of skins.
Here is a healing potion for you, with greetings from Belshaw.
Ah, thank you. The Order does try to provide for us. It's sometimes easy to forget that.
You're a hunter?
I am. Well, I was.
What happened?
Since the temples rose, no one's allowed outside the town because of the creatures. I was lucky the Inquisition didn't take me to the monastery.
And what happened to your boat?
I pawned it to Costa. Fed me for a week. And to think I could provide for the whole town with it once. Now not even Flavio has work for me. All I have left is Master Belshaw's stew.
Can you teach me anything about hunting?
I could, but if you're thinking of going on an expedition, there's nothing here in the town to hunt.
Could you teach me archery?
That I can show you.
Now who could teach me to pick locks? Do you know where I can get some skins?
I don't have any. I can't get any either. But some citizens have decorated their houses with skins. Just saying, in case you wanted any.
Yeah, that'd be stealing, though.
Well, there aren't a lot of wolves and boars to hunt in town. And if you haven't brought any skins with you, all you can do is check with the merchants. Oh, and the slaughterhouse might have some left.
I have a healing potion for you, from Master Belshaw.
Thank you. I can use this.
Hey, wait a minute. Don't walk by. Try the best fish in town. This is your lucky day, because I have one perfect Piscine offer for you.
You do.
Buy one fish and get a second fish completely free. 2 fish for the price of 1.
Sounds like a good deal. What sort of fish do you have?
Everything the sea can provide. Herring just caught and placed so fresh it doesn't even know it's dead yet.
Is that all?
No. I also have shark. A nice shark steak will revive the weariest spirit, and you look like you could do with that.
You're pretty talky for someone who sells fish.
Well, I figure the longer I keep someone talking, the more chance they have of buying some fish. I never should have bought this lousy fishmonger's. I was with this wench. She said she liked fish, and then... before you know it, I've bought this thing. I mean, I don't know my herring from my halibut. And with the storms, there aren't even many fish being caught.
Why don't you sell the store, then?
Do you want it?
Why would I want a fish stall?
See? That's what I should have said to myself. But that wench was so very beautiful.
Is there anything I could do to help?
Well, you could find someone who wants to buy this stall. Ideally, someone who knows about fish.
I'll find you a buyer for your stall.
Wonderful! Might be handy if you look for someone who is drunk, or crazy, or loves fish.
I'll keep that in mind.
I have faith in you, my friend. Here, have a shark steak on the house.
How much do you want to sell your stall for?
Well, including all the goods, let's say 300 gold pieces.
Where do you think I can find a buyer?
If I knew, I'd have asked them myself. Maybe the harbour? The tavern? You could ask the fishermen. At least they'd know about fish.
Hello, handsome. Haven't seen you around here before.
I'm new.
How did you manage to get into Harbour Town? Not much goes in or out these days. Well, not in town anyway.
I looked for a way, and I found one.
A resourceful, eh? I like that in a man.
Glad to hear it. So, what do you do around here?
I'm Sid's better half. He's one of the Don's men.
Is he now?
Now, don't go thinking he's any old ruffian. My Sid is smart, strong, and he knows what a girl wants.
Which is?
Well, a little material appreciation, of course. Why, what were you thinking? My Sid knows. Why, just the other day, my Siddy gave me a beautiful ring. It was fit for the Inquisitor, it was.
Can I see the ring Sid gave you?
Nah! You might chop off my hand to get to it, I know your sort.
Come back later.
Please, take a look around. Are you looking for anything special? A pan, cast iron, or a necklace? If you're hungry, we have potatoes. We grow them ourselves. Have a look at everything I offer.
That's a lot of different wares for a merchant.
I'm not a merchant. I'm a farmer. Was, till the ruins came. Lost my farm. You look like another refugee. Word to the wise. Stay away from Costa.
Costa? Who's Costa?
He's a swindler. After everything people have lost, he's trying to take the rest. He forces people to sell their goods for less than they're worth, then resells them. Help another refugee, will you? Have a look at my goods, not the stuff he's pushing.
Why don't you sell your goods somewhere else?
We're not allowed. They won't let us into the merchants' district. The Inquisition talks about law, keeps us here, then lets these scoundrels run things. We don't have enough gold to buy the goods the merchants offer, so the white robes chase us off. For a lot of us, the only thing left is Costa. He's the only one who'll buy.
What can you tell me about the town?
Well, there are 3 districts. The gutters here, that's the street above the harbour. Farther down by the water is the harbour district. That stretches from the lighthouse to the warehouses and the prison at the end of the quay. The rich bastards live in the merchants' district. That's where the main gate of the town is.
I'm supposed to give you this healing potion from Master Belshore.
Ah, thank you. Refugees stick together, eh?
Let me see your goods. Master Belshore told me to bring you this potion.
Thank you. Finally a chance for Martha. But healing potions alone won't be enough. I have to get my wife off the street. It's killing her. She needs somewhere to stay, shelter.
I'll find a bed. Some shelter for your wife.
If you could do that, it'd be wonderful. Please, do your best, please.
Well, look who's come over all chatty.
Hey, they call me Sid. I hope you're not some faceless minion of the Order.
What do you know about the Order?
The Order locks us in the town like cattle and drags men off to the monastery. Take Rodriguez, a good man, reliable. And now, they did something to his mind up at the monastery. They got to him. Now he's just a tool of the Inquisitor. It's evil, stirring people's brains round like that.
What was Rodriguez before?
He was a decent, honest thief. Salt of the earth. They caught him outside looting. Took him off and changed him. Poor fool guards the slaughterhouse by the harbour for the Order now.
Do you need help?
It's Rodriguez. He's out to get me. He's part of the Order. You're on my side, so do me a favour. Find out what he's planning and tell me. What do you want? I don't like you being in here.
You look weather-beaten. Did you make it here across the seas?
I was shipwrecked. I washed up here. What about you?
I'm a sailor. Was. With the storms, there's nothing to do in the harbour. And I give up my job with Patty.
So you work for Patty?
I used to. Serving beer. But people are running out of money to spend on beer. So, I was no longer needed. Luckily, she hasn't asked me to clean out my berth yet. If you're looking for work, you won't find a lot.
What happens in the harbour?
Not much since the ships stopped coming in. Carrasco is in charge of things. He manages the warehouse for the Order, and he pays terribly. Stick to Luca. He's got something cooking. And if you do well, there'll be an extra coin or two. But don't let him swindle you. Luca is a complete skinflint.
Tell someone who cares.
Hey, did my old lady send you?
No.
Good. Never stops nagging. You're young. Take my advice. Don't get married.
Are you hiding from your wife?
No cows, no harvest, no farm. Creatures everywhere. And she said that was my fault. Came to get work here. Now Carrasco won't even give me a job lugging crates.
Would that have anything to do with the fact that you're in here getting drunk?
That's got nothing to do with me. That's got nothing to do with it. That's got nothing to do with it.
And you're sure about that?
What are you, a missionary? I'll seek my salvation in drink. Go and bother Luca or someone.
We really need to get out of this place.
Hey, are you in the market for valuable artifacts?
What is this artifact?
A golden bowl. It's sort of gold. And bowl-shaped. I want 150 gold coins for it.
150? Right. Who are you?
You interested or not?
You're one of the triplets, right?
You know my brothers?
I've met one of them. Where did you get this artifact?
It sort of fell into my possession. Heard it might come from the temple ruins. And it looks valuable.
Your brother Ulf is being held prisoner by the Order.
Ulf will escape.
From what I've heard, there's not many escape the Order.
Now there's a face that needs a drink. Better get this beer down you quick. See if you can bring a smile to it.
Thanks. Oh, that's good stuff. Aren't you kind of young to be running a tavern?
I wouldn't be behind this damn bar if the White Robes hadn't sealed the town. Still, being here is better than being out in the gutter. Or being forced into selling my wares at Sonia's. If I could, I'd have been out of this rat hole long ago.
How do you plan on getting out of the town?
No damn idea. No damn idea, yet. I did hear there's a secret way out of the town. The Don uses it to get around the Inquisition. No idea if it's true. There's so much bloody talk in this place.
Why do you want to get out so badly?
I'm looking for something. Something valuable to me.
What?
Can you keep a secret?
Sure.
Yeah, and so can I.
You've got me curious. What is it you're looking for?
Right, Terrier, aren't you? Well, don't get too excited. It's nothing you can sell. I need to find my father.
Really?
He went missing in the storms. His name's Gregorius. He's a sailor. I heard he was here. That's why I came. But I got stranded by the storms. Then the owner of this place was killed. Got sent into the ruins by the Inquisition. So I took this place over. Haven't found a trace of my father, though. He must be somewhere outside the town.
I'll help you get out of town.
Better men than you have told me the same thing. But their price for help wasn't one I was going to pay. Maybe you're different from the others. Maybe you're the same. But if you hear something, if you know something, I'll treat you fair. But there are things I won't do.
I'll help you to find your father, Gregorius.
And why would you want to do that? Sorry, not used to getting offers of help. If you find anything out, I'd be grateful. I don't know if you know Captain Romanov. I heard he came here, and that he's still on the island somewhere. Romanov is also a man of the sea. He and my father have crossed paths a few times. If anyone knows something about my father, it's going to be him.
It might be gossip, but what do they say about the secret way out of town?
Artifacts keep going missing, so someone's smuggling them out. The Inquisition won't let ships leave the harbour, and they guard both gates. So the smugglers must have found a third way those damn white robes don't know about.
Sounds like you could be right. Do you know any of these artifact smugglers?
I bet this tavern that the Don's men are behind it. They usually are, but maybe that's just talk too.
Someone needs to sort this place out. Can't tell me that's worth more than 5.
What?
I'm madman, I tell you.
Hey.
Stop staring at me. You never seen a fisherman before?
Didn't mean to stare.
I'm drinking, not talking. Unless you're buying, you're walking.
Halt! No one can enter this warehouse.
Everything all right, big guy?
Everything is all right.
I'm looking for training.
Ukos can train you. Train you in strength. Train you with an axe. I must ask for a little gold, against my honor. But Ukos needs gold for the butcher shop.
Don't take lawbreaker. Yeah. I hope that was a lesson to you.
Good fight.
What do you want here?
What do you want?
Hey.
Wait. Not here.
Huh?
We talk here, Carrasco will listen. He doesn't have to know everything. Let's go somewhere else.
Do you have a problem with Carrasco?
Well, let's see. All those temples turn up and we're thinking, hurrah, the gods have finally smiled on us. Then the Inquisition arrive, take over our island and start claiming all the treasure belongs to them. How would you feel?
But do you have a particular problem with Carrasco?
He's the worst of them. Claims I've been stealing. Even had me searched.
But he's never found anything.
It's an outrage, I tell you.
I'm looking for work.
You could lug crates, but you have to talk to Carrasco. But you don't look like the crate-lugging kind of guy.
What do I look like?
Like someone who will willingly take greater risks for greater profits?
So you don't think stealing is an outrage?
Taking from the order's not stealing. It's our duty. I pay a few lads to liberate items from the warehouse. I'm damned if I'm letting the Inquisition get all the treasure, but those lads have run up tabs to pay. They've bedded too many wenches. They're getting greedy, and I won't have that.
Which lads are causing trouble?
There's Durham. He's a worker from the harbour.
Who else?
Ingvar and Vasily. Neither of them has a proper job, so they're just work for hire. Most of the time they can be found in Patty's Tavern. Fine woman she is.
How exactly have they got greedy?
They stole 5 ancient armour plates that were found in the ruins.
Can this armour be used?
You mean to improve your own armour?
Yes.
They're more ceremonial than practical, but they're still very valuable.
What do you want doing with these lads? How should I handle it?
Any way you like. They've crossed me for the last time. Do what you have to do. Just get me those armour plates back. And don't let them fall into Carrasco's hands.
What's in it for me, if I help?
You can have the gold I offered them. 50 gold pieces for each plate. 5 plates, that's 250 all in. 250's a good price. You won't get that much coin faster and easier anywhere else.
I want 400.
Yeah, and I want Patty to roll naked in a bath of warm oil with me. But it ain't gonna happen.
Your boys wanted twice that much. That'd be 500. I'll take 400. I earn, and that way you still come out ahead.
Fortunately, you have a point. All right, I'll pay 400. But only if you make sure those greedy arses stick to our agreement in the future.
I'll retrieve the armour plates.
That's the spirit. I'm here if you've got any more questions.
Hey.
Hey yourself. If you like what you see, you're going to have to pay Madame Sonia first. Until then, seeing is all you get.
Fair enough. Who is Madame Sonia?
I didn't think I'd meet someone around here who didn't know Madame Sonia. She's my boss. Owns the brothel on the Western Harbour Quay.
I see.
I'd stop right there if I were you. You ain't going any further.
What's the problem?
The Order runs this warehouse now.
So what?
So they don't want anyone wandering in uninvited. Wandering uninvited types tend to wander out again with stuff that ain't theirs.
What sort of trouble?
Artifact smuggling. It's bad enough these artifacts have been stolen in the ruins. You'd think they'd be safe in town in a warehouse, but there are thieves everywhere, trying to undermine the Order.
Can I help?
Well, the latest things to go missing were 3 golden bowls. The Inquisitor was not impressed. I could do with getting those back. And I need to get hold of some armour plates that walked out the warehouse a few days ago.
Let's talk compensation.
I was like you once, all about the gold and the dark place. I hope you find your higher purpose.
Nothing in this town is free, especially not me.
Have it your way. If you help me, you can choose your reward.
Where did the golden balls come from?
An illegal excavation at an old temple, outside the town. Since we heard about that, talk says someone's been trying to sell 3 golden bowls on the black market. Idiots. To resist the Order is crazy. We're driven by a greater force, a higher purpose.
All right. I'll find the 3 golden bowls for you.
You've got a pair on you, I'll give you that. But with the corrupt rabble we've got around here,
It won't be easy. There'll be more than just you who's after them, so watch your back.
I heard something about those armor plates you're looking for.
Tongues are already wagging, are they? Not good. Not good at all. That means they'll soon be for sale, and on their way out of town. That man almost makes me want to go back to using my fists again. Talk to him, find out what he knows.
I heard Luca's also looking for the armor plates.
Really? Maybe he doesn't know as much as I thought. Well, make sure he doesn't get his paws on them. They're the property of the Order, and they're gonna stay that way.
Don't worry, I'll get your plates back. All 5 of them.
Watch yourself. That godforsaken lot won't just give them to you.
Hey, you knew?
How are things going here?
Not good. Not good. These storms ain't budging.
So you're a sailor?
Fisherman. Though there ain't no fish out there that make me want to brave these storms. So right now, I'm lugging crates. Doesn't pay much, but it's a great deal safer.
If you're a fisherman, maybe you'd be interested in buying a fishmonger's.
No, I ain't no storekeeper. I need to be out in the waves. Well, when they ain't 50 foot tall, that is. Try Patty's Tavern.
I hear you've got some artifacts.
Yeah. Luca sent you, right? Look, I am sick and tired of lying in that bastard's pockets by doing his dirty work. I want payment. A decent payment. Or you can both piss off. 200 gold pieces should do it.
I could beat them out of you.
You can try, but I don't carry those armor plates with me. I ain't stupid, and without my help, you won't be seeing them anytime soon.
Where are the armor plates?
Pay me, and you'll find out. If not, you can search until your bones crumble and you won't find them.
Yes? What do you want?
Do these ships really need guarding?
Ships? No. Cargo, yes. And while these ships are stuck here, it's the Inquisition's duty to protect them. So here I am.
You're a warrior of the Order.
Your keen intellect tell you that.
Your armor did.
Yes. I am a warrior of the Order of the Holy Flame.
That's a big title for a guard. How did you become a warrior of the Order?
The Inquisitor himself chose me. He took me to the monastery for training.
So you were forced into service?
No. The service found me, and I found the service. I wish more people would sign up. Do their duty.
Every man must find their calling. What's the Inquisitor like?
You haven't met him? He's a hard man with firm principles. Once he has his eyes on a goal, no one can stop him. You can't help but admire a man like that.
I suppose not.
If you stay within the law, you have nothing to fear from him.
What if I don't agree with the law?
Then you better hope you don't meet him.
Have you caught people trying to steal from the ships?
There are those stupid enough to try, but nothing escapes my eagle eyes. Nothing.
Of course not.
Don't mock. You don't want to end up like our prisoner in the Harbour Quay jail, do you?
What did the prisoner in the jail do?
Captain Romanov is a pirate. Was a pirate. Now he's just another prisoner. We caught him smuggling goods from the mainland for the Don. Of course, Romanov's not the sort to pay for goods. He plundered, burned, and killed his way across the coast. Until the Inquisitor caught up with him. You see? Law and order. Safety. The Don is gone. And soon we'll find the gold Romanov was paid by him. Until he tells us where that is hidden, he'll rot in his cell.
Has Romanov told you anything, so far?
Not much. He's tight-lipped for a braggart. But a few more weeks, rotting in jail, and he'll speak.
You hope. Maybe I can get Romanov to talk.
Ha! Why would he tell you where he's hidden it? We'll find it. The gold can't be far, and there are only so many places to hide it.
I'll find Romanov's gold.
How? We've been trying for days without success. But if you did manage to find it, you would, of course, be rewarded.
I'd need to be.
Hey, you! What are you doing hanging around here? Nothing here of interest for passers-by.
I didn't know it was out of bounds.
Ha! Why do you think I'm guarding it?
What is it you're guarding?
We've got a VIP in there. Captain Romanov is in that cell. You must have heard of him. Scourge of the high seas.
So?
Where have you been? He terrorized most of the islands round here.
Did Romanov work alone? What happened to his crew?
With the storms out to sea, they'll be laying low in the town, hiding from the Inquisition.
Why didn't the Order take Romanov to the monastery like all the others?
I haven't the foggiest. The white robes don't tell people, but I like it that way. The less I know, the more I can keep my head down.
Can I talk to Romanov?
You can, but he won't hear, because he's in the cell and you're staying out here. And the key to his cell is staying in my pocket. Got that?
So, what do you want to let me in?
All the other town guards are having a great time in the tavern or at Sonia's. The island's falling apart while they party, but I'm not allowed to leave my post. I've been here for days, wet, cold, knackered. Romanov may be important, but he's not going anywhere. The only person to give me the time of day is you. And you're not exactly a sight for sore eyes. But well, I mean, if one of Sonia's girls came up here, then, hey, the two of us could make a bit of a party.
Tell you what, I'll send one of Sonia's girls over. In return, you let me talk to Romanov.
Well... Yep, it's a deal. Be quick, though. Oh, and don't bring a girl with a face like a smashed crab, or the deal's off.
I could use your services. There's a guard over on the harbour quay.
Listen, gold first, pleasure second. Those are the rules. Pay at Madame Sonia's, and then we'll talk.
Luca sent me.
That old sod? He's worse than my wife.
He says you're not sticking to your agreement with him.
And Vasily says if we all want our gold, we mustn't agree to anything else.
So, I need 100 gold pieces for the armor plate.
That's too much.
No. Vasily said to stick to the price.
I could just take the armor.
Ho-ho! You think I'm just a drunk? I defended my farm against the monsters, and I'll defend this against you.
You fancy your chances then?
If I have to.
This is going to end in a fight.
You're worse than my wife. Right, do your worst. You want to fight?
Go on, give him one! Go on, give him one! Hit him hard!
Yeah!
That's right! Go on, give him one! Don't go too soon! Go on, give him one!
Yeah!
Oh!
middle of the night.
Ugh. I think I'm gonna be sick. I've lost it. I've lost it all.
He's a damn madman, I tell you.
You got any rum?
I've got some rum for you.
Ah, bliss. She may be cruel in the mornings, but she's a fine mistress night and day. Light on the tongue, warm to the body.
So, you're a fisherman?
I lost my boat in those vile storms we've been having. Now I have nothing. Patty's good to me, though. Lets me run a tab.
I'm looking for a buyer for her fishmongers.
What, Philus's? What's that to me?
Wouldn't a fishmonger's be just the thing for a fisherman?
I catch fish. I don't sell them.
Perhaps you should think about a change of career.
Perhaps.
And you don't have any work right now.
True, true. How much would this stall cost me?
It's yours for 300 gold pieces.
I don't have a coin to my name. But maybe I have something else.
Something else?
I'll need your help.
To do what?
Listen, I have something valuable. We can trade.
And this thing is worth 300 in gold?
Shush, not so loud. And yes, it's an artifact from the ruins.
Why are you running a tab at the bar when you own an artifact?
I can't sell it. If the Inquisition find out, there'll be hell to pay.
I see.
But I'll sell it to you for 300. I'm sure it's worth more. Then I can use the gold to buy the shop, and you can take the profit from the artifact.
What sort of artifact is it?
It's a ring. I think it's magical. So, do we have a deal? Come see me when you've got more gold.
Can I have another beer?
Ah, see? I knew you were a man in need of liquid solace. And the beer here is better than most of the hog's piss on the island. This one's on the house. But from now on, you pay for it.
Do you have anything to trade? Patty is looking for her father.
Ha! Show me someone who isn't looking for Captain Gregorius Steelbeard. I'll tell you what I tell anyone. He was here a long time ago, but where he is now, I don't know.
So Gregorius Steelbeard is a captain?
Most famous one I know of. I'm surprised you hadn't heard of him. But I wouldn't ask too many questions if I was you.
You're not me.
I don't know what Patty told you, but she's the daughter to one of the most infamous pirates in these waters. And there's plenty who'd cut your throat if they thought you knew anything about him and his whereabouts.
What else do you know about Steelbeard?
Only rumours. Erickson says Steelbeard has a shack in the town, but I don't believe it. If Erickson really knew where Steelbeard's shack was, he'd have plundered it, and be leagues from here by now. Instead, I only ever see him hanging around Sonia's brothel.
Why do you think Erickson's interested in Steelbeard's shack?
Ha! The house of a famous pirate captain who terrorized the seas and amassed inconceivable riches? Show me someone who wouldn't love to poke around in that house.
Luca sent me.
Really? Did he give you my gold? 200 gold pieces and you can have the plates.
200 gold pieces is too much.
So that's the way the wind blows. You're helping him. Let me tell you how we're going to do this. You pay me my price, or you don't get the artifact. Your choice.
There's a hungry look. But if you want meat, I'll want coin. If you don't have any coin, Master Belcher is handing out stew to the poor. Though you don't look that poor.
What's your job here?
I guard the slaughterhouse. Not a plum job. But when you decide to switch sides from the Don to the Inquisition, it takes time to earn trust. That's why I'm stuck guarding meat. Although, that's certainly increased in value now the storms have curbed the fishing trade. People are as likely to steal steak as they are artifacts.
Have there been many break-ins?
Too many. 3 houses were robbed recently.
And what was done about it?
Not much we could do apart from keep an eye on local troublemakers. I am positive Sid is behind it though.
Why do you think Sid was behind the robberies?
He considers himself a local leader of sorts. Likes to stir things up.
But what makes you so sure it was him?
Well, you just have to look at that girlfriend of his and the wealth she flaunts to know it's not coming from an honest source.
How do you know Sid?
I was one of the Don's men. It's not something I'm proud of, but he's a charismatic man. He can be very persuasive. Then I realised he doesn't care about the future of this island. He just cares about his own selfish gains. Now, I fight alongside Inquisitor Mendoza.
What are you planning to do now?
If I can prove Sid was behind the burglaries, maybe I can improve my standing in the Order. But I doubt anyone would talk to me. The Don's men feel betrayed, and the Inquisition are suspicious. So, I need someone who doesn't have my baggage. What about you? It would help this town no end if the burglaries were stopped. I can pay you for your aid.
How much will you pay me?
How about 150 gold?
Okay, I'll investigate the break-ins.
Good. Be careful, it won't be easy. Sid's tricky. It's difficult to pin anything on him, even though he always seems to know where items of value can be found.
You think he cased the houses in advance?
He may be a thief, but he's not a stupid one. He probably sent someone else to scope the houses out. If you can find out who his spy is, that'll be a good start.
Whose houses were robbed?
Nelson the cartographer, Flavio the fur dealer, and Baxter the bookkeeper. You should talk to each of them. Their statements could be the key to bringing Sid to justice.
Where can I find Flavio the fur dealer?
Up in the gutters. His house is right next to the Shrine of the Holy Flame.
Nelson, the cartographer.
His place is on the way to the gutters. Just go up the stairs from the harbour.
Baxter, the bookkeeper.
Next to the butcher's shop. He runs the books for the business.
The Naked Monk. A cookbook. I guess I'll make a copy of that.
What do you want? If you're looking for your cow, you're in the wrong place. Only cows we've got are already cut up, and the pieces belong to the Order.
Why would I be looking for cows?
Farmers come here all the time to find their cows. Where's Daisy? I lost Moo Moo. Bloody nuisance.
Why do they think you've got them?
They come in saying I've taken them. I don't take them. I slaughter what I'm brought. The Order tells me to slaughter cattle, so that's what I do. Mo will tell you the same.
Who's Mo?
My assistant. He's just doing his job as well. If you're missing your favourite milker, talk to the Order.
This place seems busy.
This slaughterhouse is a gold mine, but all the profits go to the Order. All the meat goes out to feed people. Baxter, next door, he does the books. Pays me, sends the rest to the Order. They do make the operation run smoothly.
Can I buy some meat?
Buy what you want if you can pay for it. I have meat by the piece and sausage.
I'm looking for Baxter.
He's in the building next door, in the office.
Let's talk business.
Just a moment. If I take 3 at 25 plus 18 hams, that's... I can't do this with you staring at me.
You're doing the accounts?
I keep the books for the butcher's shop.
There's a skill.
You think calculating's easy? There's not many around here can do it.
I can.
Really?
Well, I'm not doing a test to prove it.
I used to teach, and I've seen that expression before. The face of blissful ignorance. Well, I'm sure you have more important things to do.
I'm here about the deal with Flavio.
Flavio? Tell him I still don't have the goods. 5 wolf skins and 5 boar skins. No more, no less. And I'll only take the complete delivery.
I still need more skins for Flavio's deal.
Then find them. No skins, no deal. It's a simple equation.
About the break-in. What was stolen?
What else? Gold, of course. The gold belongs to the Order. Now it's gone.
How much gold was taken?
All of it. I don't know exactly how much. I was just about to do the accounts when I noticed the theft.
Who was in the house on the day of the break-in?
Well, Doyle tried to sell me fish, but I don't like fish, so he left. That fatto Vasily brought beer. I paid for that, traded him a few pieces of meat. And of course, Mo was here a few times, but that isn't unusually works here after all.
Just endless lists and columns of numbers.
You should get some training.
Hello? I don't feel. What do you want?
Well, you look like you've got deep pockets. And there's no better place to dig into them than Madame Sonia's House of Pleasure. We've got something to suit all tastes. And the girls there are talented, flexible, and lice-free.
Good to know.
What's your problem?
I'm just getting to know Harbour Town.
Tell someone who gives a shit. Now fuck off and stop snooping.
I have other things to do.
I can tell you're hungry for the kind of adventure that only Olga can bring. I see things. I know things. It's just Madame Sonia and a few gold coins stand in your way.
All right there.
Who are you?
Mo. I work for Dargle, delivering meat.
I see. That's a tough job.
Yeah, especially as I remove offal, keep the butcher's shop clean, render fat, and fetch cattle. If you don't want anything, can I get on? I've got a lot to do.
Dargle told me about the farmers that come here, that they can get a little annoyed.
They kick up a mighty fuss too, but what can we do? We have orders to slaughter the cows. I usually try to stay out of it.
Heard anything about the break-ins?
You think because I do deliveries, I'm in on them? I don't care about valuables. I care about music, beer, and keeping out of trouble.
Sounds idyllic. I'm looking for a couple of skins.
You're in luck. Here, you can have them.
For free? What's wrong with them?
Nothing. You're just taking them off my hands.
They're Baxter's, aren't they? You took them.
And you're giving them to Baxter. So, no trouble needed for anyone.
What?
It's very simple, sweetie. You want something, you pay for it. And there's no discount for rugged and handsome here.
What can you offer me?
You are in the finest brothel in town. If you can't find it here, it's not worth having.
Tell me about you. How's business?
The Inquisition don't care about maintaining order in a brothel. So they turn a blind eye when our clients reach a new level of disgusting. Just take a look at that bastard over there. His name's Erickson. Drinks all day and hits my girls. My regular guards left town and Erickson won't listen to me. Dirty scum. Just ask my girl Gwen what kind of a monster he is. With the Inquisition ignoring us, there can be no justice for a place like this. We're stuck at the mercy of bastards like Erickson.
I'd like to hire the services of one of your girls. For the cell guard on the Harbour Quay.
Harbour Quay, you say? Take Annika. She normally works that area. Though she may not want to go with your cell guard friend, and that's her choice.
Annika, got it. At the harbour quay. Thanks. So if I was a customer, who would you recommend to me?
Olga's over there. She's a lovely girl. Very friendly and extremely flexible. And behave yourself, understand? I don't want to hear any complaints.
Do you also sell information?
If you have the gold, I have the knowing. Give me 10 gold coins, then ask your question. If I can answer it, sweetie, then I will. And if I can't, then I still keep the gold.
How does that deal work for me?
Believe me, there's little that goes on round here that doesn't come through my doors sooner or later.
Comforting to know.
But no risk, no fun, right?
I do need information.
I'm all ears. Come back when you can pay.
I paid Sonia for your services.
I understand what a man wants. You're an explorer, am I right? An adventurer. Come conquer my continents, lover. Did I take you to a few places you've not seen before?
Yeah, you could say that.
I wonder why I haven't seen you before. I see many things. Things that are unseen by most. I'm psychic.
I haven't been here long.
And you don't plan on staying long, right?
No, I have business to take care of.
Pity. But something tells me you will prove important to this place. So let me give you something for the hard road ahead. If you have upset another and they will not speak to you, then this scroll will soothe them. It contains a powerful spell. So use it wisely.
Thank you, Olga.
I wish you luck on your continued adventures. I feel you may need a great deal of it.
So, I've got a couple of questions.
Have you? Well, I'm not talking to anyone I don't know. So go and piss in someone else's ear.
You're gonna tell me what I need to know.
Come on, let's get this done. Time to fight! Yeah!
Stop messing about. Stop this! This is ridiculous! Ridiculous! This is ridiculous! This is ridiculous! I can't stand this! Stop this! I can't stand this! Stop this! This is ridiculous! Stop this! I can't stand this! This is ridiculous! Stop this!
All right. What do you want?
You shouldn't have such a big mouth.
What do you want from me?
Do you know where Captain Steelbeard's shack is?
You don't know what you're getting into. If you keep on like this, you're a dead man walking.
You're gonna tell me where Steelbeard's shack is? You're gonna tell me now?
All right. In the gutters. It's in the gutters. It's one of those shacks near Costa's Hotel. Now that's it. I've said enough. Too much.
And that key you had fits the front door.
I've said too much.
Good job, sweetie. That bastard Erickson had it coming.
I do need information.
I'm all ears. Come back when you can.
So there are still new folks turning up here, eh? Well, watch yourself around the Inquisition.
What do you mean?
I mean, careful where you step, or you'll be up to your eyes in shit before you know it. They're crazy types, you know. Worshipping a flame.
What should I know about Harbour Town?
No, eh? Just watch your step. You never know who's throwing their weight about from one day to the next. And mind that harbour warehouse. Go near it, and people think you're stealing from there. Let's just say it makes the Inquisition twitchy.
What do you mean, twitchy?
Legal system here is simple but effective. Steal something, we beat the crap out of you. Hurt our citizens, kill our animals, we beat the crap out of you. And if you kill someone...
You beat the crap out of me?
Exactly. And then we kill you.
Anything else I should know?
There's still plenty of trouble you can cause folks, without us making with the beatings. Of course, people probably won't talk to you after.
So how do I avoid the silent treatment?
Don't cause trouble in the first place.
What if trouble just happens?
Then that sort of happens to be your problem.
There must be a way to soothe trouble over.
Apparently the mages know a spell. A joke spell, a jest spell.
Seriously?
Yeah. Supposed to make a person feel like they've just been told the best joke in the world.
And how does that help?
And they forget whatever was troubling them.
Where can I get this spell?
A mage, maybe. Plenty in the monastery. Bunch of backstabbing betrayers, the lot of them, allying with the Inquisition. Could be one knocking around town somewhere.
Who are you?
I'm Edgar, head of the town guard. Or at least I was. Until the Inquisition took over and pushed Esteban out. I wasn't his biggest supporter, I admit. But at least he was local.
You must be a trained fighter.
I swear by the sword and the crossbow. Sword for when they're close, and crossbow if they try and run.
Can you train me?
Train you? Sure, it'll give me something to do. But I can't be letting you have my skills for free.
Why don't you train the recruits?
Let's say that me and the Inquisition don't see eye to eye on the law. I see it as flexible. Why arrest every piddly little criminal? But the Inquisition don't turn a blind eye to anything. So they got one of my former guards, Arik, to oversee the recruits. He's a master and treats them decent too. Although he seems a little preoccupied lately.
No, I'm not giving you anything.
Do I look like I want something?
Everyone wants something. Money, usually.
You're one of the Don's men.
Nothing gets past you, does it?
So what's going on here?
Not much. Can't do anything while those scum-sucking white-robe bastards won't let me out of their sight.
Why are the white robes watching you?
Well, because they know I hate them. And they think I'm a thief.
And are you?
Of course not. I even used to offer protection to the merchants.
And get paid for it?
That's how business works. And now, Carlos is just waiting for me to give him a reason to banish me from the town. But I won't give him the chance.
What do you know about Commandant Carlos?
Warrior of the Inquisition. A slimy, filthy bog slug who happens to be the new lord of the town. He and his guards represent the law, but they behave like there are no laws at all. May they drown in the fifth hell.
I could help you.
How?
Let me join you. I'll work for you.
Why? Why should I even trust you? This town's full of spies and collaborators.
Because you'll find and gut me if I fail.
You know what you'd be getting into. Don Esteban hates people who try to cheat him. And so do I.
I could work for you.
This here's the Fat Cat's Quarter. You don't just go from door to door collecting protection money. Those white-robed bastards are everywhere, and they see everything.
So how does it work here?
Before I show you the tricks, you'll have to do something else for me.
What is it you want me to do?
Don Esteban controls most of the Bruegel on the island. Leonardo, the alchemist, he processes the harvest. Then Garth, the alchemist's assistant, brings it to us. But recently, some of the goods have gone missing.
So, somebody's taking it. Do you suspect anyone?
Garth. I think Garth's behind it.
Why don't you punish him?
I can't risk those infernal white robes finding out. And even though Garth is a coward, I don't know if a beating will make him talk.
How does the Bruegel weed get into the town?
You don't need to know that.
What if the goods are disappearing on their way in?
No. When Leonardo gets the goods, they're complete.
What do you want me to investigate?
Garth is too stupid to do this on his own. Somebody's paying him. You follow Garth when he delivers the weed packages. And when he meets his partner, you grab both of them.
You want me to do that alone?
I'd gladly break their ratty bones with you, but the white-robed pigs won't let me out of their sight.
What do I get if I bring you the packages?
Money. It's always about money. Bring me what I want, and I'll show you how we separate rich merchants from their property.
Is that all?
We'd be prepared to trust you more as well. That guard, Marcello, is determined to nail me. He mustn't get the packages. The pig botherer.
What would happen if Marcello got the packages?
The stinking brute would hound me for all eternity. Everyone in the town knows we control the weed trade. And with the packages as evidence, Marcello would be on me like swampfly. Not a pretty thought. That's why you have to find the packages and give them to me.
I'll follow Garth.
Good. Garth works across from here in the alchemist's house. Stand next to me or behind me so he doesn't notice you right away. He's a nervous sort.
Do you sell potions?
I do indeed. Quality product, quality potions. Everybody buys from Leonardo, except for those tightwads who go to bed with every little injury. Their pain is not my gain.
Can you teach me about alchemy?
I won't waste my art on just anyone.
I'm not just anyone.
I only teach people who have a basic proficiency in alchemy. If that's not you, then don't waste my time.
So, you do business with the Don?
What makes you say that?
That's not important. What's important is that I know.
I process a few plants. No harm in that.
The Inquisition won't like it.
I can't see them being interested. Not really. If this is because you need potions, maybe we can deal. But don't try threatening me.
Where can I learn basic alchemy?
Try asking my apprentice, Garth.
How's business?
Can't complain. Everyone wants to feel healthy, eh? You won't find many people who'll sell your potions in this town. And you can't leave the town. But I'm running out of supplies. When they're gone, they're gone.
What supplies do you need?
Healing plants, healing roots, and healing herbs. Pretty much the ingredients you need for a healing potion.
What would you pay if I got you those supplies?
I can't pay gold. No, no. I need every coin. But I can trade you a potion for plants.
It'd have to be a good potion.
I'll make it a life energy potion, right? Make you tough and resistant. And don't try coming with any old ripped up weeds. I know what I need.
How many plants do you need?
10 healing herbs, 5 plants, and 2 roots would do.
I'll see what I can find.
Good. And while you're here, I'm open for business, if you want to buy.
I have the plants you want.
Excellent. Pleasure doing business. Here's the potion I promised.
What potions do you have?
You looking for Leonardo? I'm Garth. I work for him.
Can you teach me the basics of alchemy?
Sure. I've picked up a few things from Leonardo, but I don't get a salary, so little donation would be appreciated. Say, 50 gold coins?
Yeah.
I'm looking to buy a new weapon. Do you sell weapons?
Love to, but I can't. Alvaro handles all the selling.
How are you? How's business?
Busy, but since the Inquisitor's laws were passed, I've been up to my neck in work. Alvaro hardly leaves me any time to sit down with a beer. Seriously, I can't remember the last time I slept.
Do you sell sword blanks?
Normally, but since the business with the ruins, I can't get any more raw materials.
Maybe I can help.
Maybe. If you can get me iron ore, I can make you sword blanks.
Tell me something about Alvaro.
I need to work.
Can't work all day. Take a break.
And who'll do my job? You?
I can give it a try.
Haha, Alvaro would love that. Me getting any old person to do my job.
Or he'd be glad for his smith to get some rest.
What makes Alvaro glad is chests bulging with gold.
Can I help you in some other way?
Maybe. I am having supply problems. I'm always short of something. Mostly I need old metal that I can melt down to make blanks. Some old scrap metal would make my work a lot easier.
Where can I get some scrap metal?
The farmers left a lot of old scrap metal lying around in their yards. Old tools, nails, that sort of thing. But then gnomes rummage around out there. They steal everything that isn't nailed down. I bet they've also stolen all that old scrap metal from the farmers.
Could be. I'll get some old metal for you.
But you can't get out of the town.
I'll manage.
That would be great. I'll pay you for it, of course. I'll take whatever you can bring.
I have some iron ore for you.
Well, what do you want made from it?
How much iron ore do you need for a blank?
A blank for a one-handed sword takes 8 lumps of iron ore. For bastard swords you need 10, and two-handed swords need 12 lumps of iron ore.
Alvaro's really working you to the bone.
Sign of the times. Everyone in this town wants a weapon, or wants a weapon sharpening. Still, it will be over at some point.
I'll take a wild guess. You want a weapon. I have a couple for sale, if you tell me what you're after.
Your smith's a hard worker.
Lots of work means lots of profit. We're about the only ones doing well here. So we have to take the work while we can.
Your smith looks like he's about to collapse.
Walter? He's as strong as an ogre.
Even ogres fall over at some point.
I'm not a tyrant, you know, but the work has to be done.
I can take over from Walter.
No thanks. I know Walter, and most of the work is done. But if you could find me someone to help with blade sharpening and a bit of wood chopping...
Who can help you with those jobs?
There are a couple of servants here in the merchant's quarter. If you can find them and pay them to work for me, that'll take the strain off Walter. Here's a bag of gold for the servants. It doesn't get delivered, I'll know. Harbour Town is a small place, and the gates are sealed.
Does this mean Walter will get a break?
As soon as he's finished Marcello's blade, he can stop.
Another new face. Welcome to the merchant district. Are you looking for work or trade?
Do you have work?
We need all the help we can get.
Any help in particular?
The outlaws here are staying under cover, but they're still pursuing their dirty business.
So I've heard.
I'm certain Weasel is still one of the Don's men, but he spends all day sitting on a bench.
So?
Weasel is no saint. He used to run a protection racket here before the Don left.
He's not doing that if he's sitting on a bench.
A spider sits in its web, but it's still got murder on its mind. He's planning something, but I need evidence to stop him. You're new here. If you could talk to him, gain his trust, see if you can get evidence of his misdeeds.
I'll see what I can do.
Good. Good.
Weasel is trying to trace some brugleweed packages.
If we could get those packages, they'd be exactly the evidence I need.
Hey, how are you?
Hush. Don't make such a noise, or we'll both get arrested.
What's going on here?
Hush, not so loud. The white robe back there is starting to notice. Hernandez realizes I'm watching the Don's old house. We're screwed.
You're working for the Don.
You've just realized. Yeah, I have orders from the Don. And when he gives orders, you obey. Thing is, I could use some help.
Sounds like you're no fan of the Inquisition.
Yeah, and that bastard Hernandez has settled over there by the entrance and made himself comfortable. Looks like he's happy to spend the rest of his life guarding it, damn it. And I sit out here like an idiot. Rain or shine.
What is it you need to do?
There's an old family heirloom of the Don's in the house. A golden amulet. If the white robes get their hands on it, they'll take it to their stupid monastery. And the Don will kill me. And I mean kill me, wake me up, and kill me again.
You want to steal from the white robes?
Steal? They came storming into Harbour Town taking anything they want. The house and everything in it belong to Don Esteban. I'm just going to return what already belongs to him.
Where is this amulet?
The Don mentioned a secret room accessed by a hidden switch behind a picture. But how is anyone supposed to find the room in that huge house while the white robes are buzzing around?
Tell me about the Don's old house.
It's that big building over there, but the white robes are in there, and they never leave. If you want to break in, you'll have to do it at night. Some of them will be asleep then.
Right. I'll get you the amulet.
Okay, but be smart. Esteban will kill us both if Hernandez gets his hands on it. How are you going to get by the white robes?
I'll think of something.
All right. I'll wait here.
And what are you doing creeping about round here? Let me guess. You're lost, right?
I'm just passing by.
Then I'd just keep on doing that if I were you. I don't know you. Make sure I don't need to get to know you.
Have you had problems with the Don's men?
Of course. They're just waiting for the chance to snatch the town back from the Order. Take a look at that guy skulking across the street. Goes by the name of Tony. Isn't the sharpest tool in the box. He's been hanging around for days. Thinks I haven't noticed. He's scoping the place out, waiting for a chance to break in. Someone needs to curb his curiosity, but I can't leave my post.
I've heard you're holding a treasure seeker prisoner.
That's right, and he's staying here. Unless the bastard talks, of course.
I've heard the Don left a few possessions in this house when he fled town.
Oh yes? Such as?
Apparently he hid a golden amulet here.
We searched this place from top to bottom and found nothing. A gold amulet is the kind of thing you'd notice. Where did you hear that, eh? That shifty bastard Tony? Don't listen to that lunatic.
I'll sort Tony out.
That would be appreciated. He isn't a pretty sight to look at all day, although I would be interested to know what he's after.
I think I can find the Don's amulet.
Oh, really?
Yes. And if Tony fails to get hold of it, he'll have to disappear from town.
And you think the amulet has to be in this house? But we've searched it.
But what if you missed it?
You think your eyes are better than ours, huh? Well, go on then. Step inside. Let's put them to the test.
Hey.
If you're looking to buy something, you'll have to talk to comrades. I just work here.
You don't sound too happy about that.
My family's been selling our harvest to Conrad for years. When we lost everything in the Troubles, he said he'd take us in. In? He makes us sleep outside.
Tell me about Conrad.
His house is full of supplies, but he won't share them with you if that's what you're after. He didn't lift a finger to help us when they took our cows to be slaughtered, and we've known him for years.
Who took your cows?
The Inquisition said they needed to feed people, but now how do we feed ourselves? Of course, Conrad talked to Carlos and got his cows spared.
What happened to you?
You must know what terrible things have befallen this island. All those ruins bursting from the ground. Some of them rose in the middle of our farm and the Inquisition said we had to leave. But my sons are still out there somewhere. They all went their own way before these creatures came. I hardly get a wink of sleep worrying about them. Do you know where they are? Do you know where my sons are?
I have no idea.
If you hear anything or meet someone who's been outside, please don't forget to ask about them. Please.
Can't your husband help?
Ingvar? Huh. We're in dire straits and he's drinking the last of our gold in the tavern.
I'll keep my eyes open.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Don't get your hopes up. How much is the information worth to you?
I don't have any gold. But if you do manage to leave the town...
Yes?
I have a little put aside for a rainy day. There's a couple of skins and the silver candle holders from my great-grandmother. I buried them behind the barn of our farm.
Which is your farm?
The farm on the path to the monastery. An Inquisition fighter named Severin is in charge there now.
What are your sons called?
Beppo's the oldest. He didn't want to come to town with us. Always ran with the wrong crowd. I worry he's fallen in with the Don's gang. William volunteered for military service with the Inquisition. And Leon, my youngest, just took off in the night.
I met your oldest son, Beppo.
Is he all right? I worry so about him.
Yes, he's alive. He has a job in the ruins.
But isn't that terribly dangerous?
Don't worry, he's not alone. He has some strong fighters by his side.
If you want it, I've got it. If you're here to buy, welcome. If you're here just to look or to beg, get out. I'm trying to run a business.
So, you won't let Tilda into your house?
Did she tell you that? The old witch. I give her food and room, and all she does is whine.
She does like to talk.
Right. You know what some women are like. Today, I let her sleep under my roof. Tomorrow, she takes away my business. People say I'm single because women don't want me. I'm just wiser than that. Wiser.
Show me your goods.
Don't touch anything.
Halt. You're not coming in here.
What's this building?
It's our guardhouse, and the headquarters of Carlos, the commandant of the town.
I need to talk to your boss.
Sorry, I have my orders, and I'm afraid the commandant isn't available to anyone. If you really want to see him, talk to some of the guards, then see if you can help. The commandant doesn't tend to have time for people unless they're helping, or causing trouble. And causing trouble gets you press-ganged.
How did you become a warrior of the Order?
I volunteered. Conscripts usually get sent to the temple ruins after training. I'd rather take guard duty in town any day of the week. They actually tried to make me become a mage. A mage? I mean, really? All that messing around with magic. It's not natural.
What do I have to do if I want to volunteer?
You need a recommendation from our commandant, Carlos. But only Carlos decides whether he wants to talk to you or not. And so far, he's not got any reason to talk to you, so don't waste your time asking.
How will Commandant Carlos summon me if he doesn't know where I am?
Carlos knows everything that happens in this town. If he wants to see you, then one of the guards will find you.
Right. There's something here about magic. Now, who could teach me to pick locks? Hey, are you looking for some work?
What?
Alvaro has some work needs doing.
The old man sent you. What does he want?
He needs some blades sharpening.
That suits me.
Let me through.
Nice one!
Don't get your hopes up.
Well, my lad, what can old Jack do for you?
You're Jack.
That I am. Jack the sailor, then Jack the lighthouse keeper, now Jack the old beachcomber. Seems the sea won't let me go.
So you're no longer the lighthouse keeper?
Was, my boy, was. The tower's not in use, nor am I. No more ships going out, you see. The storms put pay to the ships, and the town's short of fuel. No use burning things when there are no ships to see it, eh? You wouldn't have a tot of rum to ease my aches, would you?
Let's trade. I'll have to pick this, or find the key. I paid Sonia for your services.
So then, your place or mine?
It's not for me. Marek, one of the guards, would like to get to know you better.
Little bit shy, is he?
You could say that.
Oh, I know the type. Where is the timid fella?
He's standing guard by the cells on the harbour quay.
Oh, that guy? Beard? Eyebrows like the fattest caterpillars I've ever seen. Huh. Well, I suppose gold is gold.
The town guard at the jail won't let me talk to Romanov.
Of course not. We don't want prisoners talking to any old person.
So, how am I supposed to find the gold?
That's your business. I didn't ask you to find it. Find the gold how you will, but find it your own way.
You know, with people like you in the Inquisition, I can't understand why they're so disliked. Annika will keep you company.
Nice. I've been looking forward to this. Right. Come with me where no one can see us. Once Annika is here, then you can have the key.
Right. You've had your fun. Now the key to the cell, please.
Here. But if this lands me in trouble, I'll make you pay.
Got it.
Let's see who they're sending me now. You another gutter dog, errand boy? You even think of asking about my gold? I'll rip out your tongue and feed it to the rats.
I heard you're a pirate.
We're starting with the hard questions, are we? Can see why they sent you, gutter dog. You gonna point out I'm in prison next? Or ask me if the food's all right?
Just answer the question. You are a pirate, right?
Pirate? Murderer? Criminal? Thief? I've been called a lot. Now they want to stick me in a cell to let me rot. The world is going to hell. I've been to hell and came back whole. I stared down the throat of the beast, watched water turn to stone, and cities tremble as it swept down upon them. Now they want to stick me in a cell to let me rot. You think that makes sense in these times, gutter dog?
I'm sure letting you wander the streets would be a great comfort to the people here.
The world's coming apart. We can all see our end in it. What comfort is there to be had in that?
You've sailed out. In these storms.
Seen 100 ships founder, the waters swallow the men. But I've never seen the sea watch a man. Choose its time. Until now. Whatever is out there, circling this island, is doing that. Choosing its time. These temples that rose from the earth, the creatures that came with them, they're nothing. Nothing compared to what is coming next. And no one can stop it. Not you, not me. And sure as hell, not the Inquisition.
Do you have a problem with the Inquisition and the Order?
Who do you think locked me up here? One day that Inquisitor will pay. He won't see me coming.
How long have you been here?
A few days. They think they're softening me up. They want to know where I hid my gold. And here was me thinking they only cared about spiritual matters.
The tavern keeper, Patty, is looking for her father.
Patty? Patty Steelbeard? That cunning bitch is anything but a tavern keeper. Her father is Captain Gregorius Steelbeard, also a man of the sea. And credit where it's due, he's a great one too. Not that the lice-ridden old bastard didn't make my life hell. I wouldn't trust his daughter further than I could throw her. Same blood, after all.
I'll keep that in mind. Who might know where Captain Steelbeard is?
My crew have been hunting the cutthroat for months, but found neither hide nor hair of the bastard.
Where is your crew?
Scattered across the island. Some are in town. Vasily and Eriksson were here not long ago. They're waiting for a sign from me.
Eriksson had this key on him. It belonged to Captain Gregorius.
Eriksson? The miserable pox rash. He must have stolen it off one of those disease-ridden whores. He'd better pray they gave him something that'll kill him before I do.
Steelbeard has a shack here in the town.
You sure?
Vasily told me.
Patty better not get wind of it. I don't entirely trust Vasily not to get drunk and blab his mouth. He's meant to be watching Patty. But he'd like to do more than watch, I'll bet.
Why are you watching Patty?
Pays to keep an eye on your enemies. And her father wants to pay me back a little for scuttling his ship and killing half his crew when we last fought. Sure, he'd have done the same to me given half a chance, but there's a score to settle, so it's up to me to settle it before he pays me back. Finding Steelbeard. That's something me and his daughter have in common. Maybe her search will help me find her father before she does.
Tell me about your gold.
Who says I have any?
Pretty much anyone who mentions you mentions gold.
You live on rumors. You might as well believe fairy tales.
What was a prostitute doing with Steelbeard's key?
He had a whore in every port. Heard one of them worked in Madame Sonia's brothel. Eriksson was meant to find her, spy on her, see what she knew. I don't remember saying he should fuck her. I don't care he got her key. I want to know why the scabby git didn't bring it to me. You brought it, though. So maybe you think with what's between your ears, not what's between your legs. Now, how about you keeping up our cozy little friendship? Go and find Steelbeard's shack. The key'll probably fit its front door. Search it. Come back if you find anything of interest.
I'll do it.
Good. Who knows what that gnarly bastard's got stashed in there. And don't disappoint me, okay?
The door is open. You're free.
I'll leave when I want to. Least I get free food here.
So why don't you escape?
Escape to where? You seen any ships come here in a week, a month? That's because they're all at the bottom of the sea in pieces. We've got little time to settle our reckonings before we meet our maker. And I have reckonings to settle on this island.
I know what you think about the Inquisition. What do you think about the Don?
I've known Esteban for a long time. He's a good man. Keeps his word. There are few men I know of who do that. Least of all, honest men like the Inquisitor. Or join the Order and believe your soul will be saved by a flame.
Can't be nice here. It's damp, drafty.
Can tell you never lived at sea. But this rancid clothing does me no good. Short time normally means clean clothes. And I've been sweating into this shirt for 5 straight weeks. I've an old chest in the warehouse on the harbour quay. There's a casket in there with shirts in it. You bring that casket to me, maybe then we can talk about things. I might even throw a few coins your way.
Deal. I'll bring you your casket.
Here's the key to the chest. It's on the upper floor of the warehouse on the harbour quay. Won't be easy to get to, but I can see you're the resourceful type. After you got the stuff, come straight back here and keep the casket hidden. You give me your word on that?
You must really be fond of your shirts. You have my word.
Just get going before I stink myself into an early grave.
Carrasco wants the armor plates back.
I'm sure he does, but he won't pay you as good as I will. So, forget Carrasco and bring me those plates.
In the middle of all this insanity.
Did you belong to Romanov's crew?
What's that to you? You see a sailor, you suspect they're a pirate. Not all sailors are pirates.
You were seen in a house that was burgled.
I deliver beer to a lot of houses. I'm seen everywhere.
True enough. Your wife is worried about your sons.
Oh, Tilda? She worries about everything. No wonder my lads have gone. They needed the peace.
About your father. I hear he's a pirate.
Well, if you've heard people gossiping, then I guess it must be true.
Don't tell me you didn't know.
Do I know my father is Captain Gregorius Emmanuel Steelbeard, the most infamous bastard to have sailed the seas round here in 100 years? I can tell you he was a bastard. The rest of it, I've heard through legend, like you.
Were you planning on telling me?
I asked you for help with information. I didn't agree to give you any.
Okay, I get it. Captain Romanoff is locked up in a cell on the Harbour Quay.
So it's true what they're saying. He was arrogant enough to tangle with the Order. Did he tell you anything?
Romanoff says he doesn't know where your father is.
He says he doesn't know. But then he'd still say that even if he left my father headless and castrated in a barrel somewhere.
Vasily says your father has a shack here in town.
A shack. That's my father. Could afford a palace, but lives in the gutter with the whores and the rats. Still, can you find out where it is? And do it without letting anyone else find it. Could be there's a clue there as to my father's whereabouts, if you can find it.
Vasily doesn't think your father's here on the island.
Vasily's never had anything useful to say.
I found this key on Ericsson.
Show me. I don't recognize this, but it has my father's initials on it. He marks his territory. I think he'd have carved his initials into me given the chance. This key's a start, but it's useless without a lock. I don't suppose Ericsson gave up what this key was for, did he? No, I didn't think so. Thanks for this. Let me know if you hear where this key might open.
Romanoff doesn't seem very fond of your father.
My father tried to run him through and killed Romanoff's favourite whore instead. The pair of them never exactly moved in exclusive circles. Can't say I'm too comfortable having that bastard in town. He'd happily see me dead, or worse. And if you're thinking he might give me to his men for the night, you better know he'd happily do the same with you. Well, that's just one more reason to steer clear of Harbour Town.
I spoke to Rodriguez. He thinks you're behind the break-ins.
He's trying to frame me. He hates me. Always has for some reason.
Rodriguez thinks you're using a spy to check out potential houses.
Does he?
Do you? Have a spy?
What do you think?
Who is it?
No, 'course I don't. Why would I? But if you find a spy, talk to me before you talk to Rodriguez. Maybe no one needs to get in trouble.
I wish I had the spare time you seem to have.
Ahoy! Come to see me, have you?
I heard you had a break-in. What was stolen?
A ring. A valuable one. I received it from Commandant Carlos personally, in return for a map of the island.
Who was here on the day of the break-in?
A few people. Mo from the slaughterhouse brought me a delivery of meat.
Anyone else?
The labourer Doyle sold me fish. And Pavel, one of Flavio's men, he sold me a couple of wolf pelts.
I'll find your ring.
I would be very grateful.
I need a map of the island.
Why? Surely you've heard it's illegal to leave the town.
I have.
Well, I'll draw you a map if you want. You could use it for decoration.
How much do you want for the map?
It'll be a fair price. I'll let you know when it's completed.
How long will that be?
A good map can't be hurried. Especially these days when the terrain itself keeps changing. But for anyone who knows how to get out of the town, my map would be very useful.
I'm looking for Doyle.
Doyle? I haven't seen him in a long time. Used to be a good customer of mine. Well, he bought fish from me more than once. That's good in my book. But maybe you could jog my memory, eh?
Do you want to buy a fish stall?
No thanks, I'm a farmer. What I know about fish, you could write on the side of a sprat. Someone in the harbour might be interested, though.
The farmer Arno needs a clean bed for his sick wife Martha. They both live on the street.
I know. They're in a very bad situation. We really need a place to care for the worst cases. If only I knew where I could house Arno's wife. Could you search for somewhere? Perhaps Costo would help us house them.
I can ask. I've given healing potions to everyone on your list.
Thank you, thank you. May the Holy Flame protect you. Perhaps you are suited to be a novice. In any case, you have my blessing. I will tell Carlos about your good work. He'll summon you when he has time. Carry out the tasks he charges you with. Convince him of your commitment, and he will take you to the monastery so you may study magic. He'll also provide you with a pass. Without his word, if you venture outside of the town walls, you'll be arrested by the warriors of the Order.
I see. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Not for the moment. Perhaps later.
All right. About the break-in. What was stolen?
My hides. If that hadn't have happened, I would have been able to carry on my business. Oh, I should have listened to my father and gone to sea. That would have saved me a lot of trouble.
Who was here on the day of the break-in?
Just the usual day labourers who wanted to push their wares off on me. Like I have any gold left.
Anyone else?
Pavel was here the whole day. After all, he works for me. And Vasily wanted to sell me beer from the tavern. And then there was Doyle. He wanted to sell fish, but I sent him away. That was all.
You were seen in one of the houses that was burgled.
Actually, I've been in more than one. That doesn't make me a thief, though.
We'll see. I want to improve my fighting skills.
You don't have enough gold.
Can you teach me about hunting?
Yes?
I've given healing potions to everyone on your list.
Very good. If you have won his approval, now you must seek Commandant Carlos's favor. Good luck, my friend.
You'd better not be trying to nick anything.
You won't pay? Is that your final say?
It really wasn't very smart to get involved with a man like Delgado, you know. You'll see that soon enough. There's no Don here anymore.
The Order controls this place, so no payment. And yes, that is my final say.
Fine. Then I'll take the gold.
We'll see about that. Fuller!
Hey, wait a moment.
Come on, you started this, now I'm ending it.
Let's get this over with.
Again!
Ha!
Go! Come on! Again!
Swing like a man. Not bad.
Do me a favour, mate, and don't let Costa know you can fight like that, or I'll be out of a job.
I don't need to tell him. Or are we gonna have another problem?
No. I might be paid for muscle, but that doesn't mean I don't have a brain.
You're nothing but a lousy thug. Well, that hurt. But I'm still not giving you any of my gold.
Give me Delgado's gold.
Well, I'm not gonna give you the gold, but I will give you something else. Hope you're ready for this.
Come on! Make it worth my while! Come on! Make it worth my while!
You're nothing but a lousy thug. Come to gloat, have you? Stealing gold from an honest businessman who's just trying to help folks get by.
I did warn you.
We've all got to make a living, I guess.
So, let bygones be bygones, eh?
Well, if it means you'll be spending some coin with me, then I'll oblige.
I'll take a bed.
Tell you what, you've got an honest face. Bit grubby, but honest. You can pick out a bed whenever you like.
Let's trade. Here's Costa's gold.
Oh, that's great. Let's see. 150 for me, the rest for you. I'll tell Scordo you did good work.
Tell me about Scordo.
I shouldn't really have mentioned his name. Best not to ask too many questions.
That means he's the Don's man here. Where can I find him?
Clever one, aren't you? You can't find him. He's in hiding. He'll find you when the time comes. And not another word about him. Neither you nor I know that name. Got it?
What do we do now?
If you want more work here, you can try to collect from Josh. Not that profitable. But you have to take what you can get. Besides that, keep your ears open. You're bound to pick up on some opportunities.
What can you teach me?
I keep my word. If you want, I'll teach you to be a good thief.
I want to be a better thief. I need to find clean lodgings for a sick woman, a farmer's wife.
What does that have to do with me?
I'll pay for her bed.
Well, that's a different matter. If there's coin in it, then come one, come all.
How generous of you. Good news. I've arranged for your wife to stay at Costa's.
Really? Thank you. Thank you. No one has ever done anything for us before. You're a good man and should be rewarded. We don't have much, but we have to give you something.
Thank you, stranger. Perhaps the darkness will spare you.
What is this darkness you're talking about?
The darkness that will eat the world. Perhaps it is better to die now. Take this. May it bring you comfort.
Leave me be.
What do you want here?
I could ask you the same thing.
I sleep here. Nothing wrong with that, is there, mate?
You were seen in a house that was burgled.
I sell fish door to door. I spend time in people's houses.
If you say so. You're the only person seen in all the houses that were broken into, which makes you a prime suspect.
Come off it. You can't prove that, mate, and you know it.
I can beat a confession out of you.
That would be a big mistake, mate.
I'll take the chance. Or we skip the beating and you tell me the truth.
And if I do, will you help me? Or will you hang me out to dry?
Just tell me.
I cased the houses for Sid.
There. Not so hard, was it? But what do I do with this information?
If Sid hears I've talked, he'll feed me to the rotworms. And if the Order finds out, they'll send me to the monastery. You've got to keep this quiet.
Let me think about this.
Please. I'm begging you, mate. Don't tell Sid or Rodriguez.
Wait here. If you run, I will find you.
All right. All right. What are you doing?
I'm Delgado's replacement.
Oh, that's good. Have a beer on the house.
That'd go damn well.
Here you are. Now, anything else?
I wanted to get the gold. The gold you gave Delgado.
Oh, so that's it.
What's it?
If you really want it, of course you'll get your gold. 100 gold coins, as always.
Sounds like there's a but coming.
Of course, you wouldn't know, but Delgado and I had an agreement.
Go on.
Well, I paid my debts in kind, so to speak.
What do you mean?
I kept my ears open and told Delgado where there were things to be had. In return, I didn't have to pay. He also got free drinks, of course.
Tip-offs and free beer sound good to me.
That suits me too. Business isn't good at the moment, and finding the gold would be tough. Here's your beer.
So what about a tip-off? Heard anything?
Certainly have. Do you know Jack the lighthouse keeper? He was in here last week. 3 sheets to the wind.
And?
He blathered on the whole time that it was his lucky day that he found a valuable ring.
And?
And I know where Jack hides the key to his chest. I'll bet 3 street whores to a farm girl that's where he keeps that ring.
Where is the key to Jack's chest?
Jack's tower has 2 rooms. The chest is upstairs, Jack lives downstairs. The key is downstairs. He always hangs it behind one of the posts, back in the corner where the barrels are.
Okay, I'll take it.
Here you go. Pleasure doing business with you. Careful who you show it to. The Inquisition and the Dawns boys would love to get this, but I didn't trust them not to bash me over the head as soon as they got their paws on it.
What about the skins from Flavio?
What about them?
Did you steal them as well?
Yeah, but I sold them a long time ago. If you're after skins, look elsewhere.
Like where?
Do I look like a skin merchant?
I found your spy. It's Doyle.
The idiot. I thought he was better than that.
So what now?
Doyle's a liability. I'd like him to go away, permanently. You're persuasive. You might be the man to do it. Leave no traces.
You know the price.
I found Sid's spy.
And Sid ordered him to do it, right?
Yes, it was Doyle, one of the day labourers. He's scared to death and does not want to go back to the monastery. What should I do with Doyle?
With his confession, Sid can be brought to justice. The burglaries will end, and maybe Mendoza will look positively upon me, as long as Doyle's kept safe and hidden. Make sure Doyle understands that he needs to join us to stay safe. Then deal with Sid.
Here are the skins Flavio promised.
Yeah, let's see. Yes, these look good.
Can we do business?
We have a deal. I'll take the furs, you take the meat.
Here, have a little rum.
Spend too long by the sea and it rots you. Your knees go, your back, your front, your everything. Everything falls apart. Towers, men, religions. The sea always wins. Remember that, lad.
Leave me be.
I've been thinking. Now I've decided.
What? What are you going to do?
You will surrender to the Order.
No. Please, no. I can't go to the monastery.
First you stay here and hide.
But Sid'll find me. And he'll kill me.
I'll take care of Sid. With the statement you gave me, I'll get him.
Oh, shit and fire. That's not going to be easy.
I got the meat.
Good work. Can you take it to Master Belcher?
I've brought you some meat for the needy.
Really?
Flavio said you could use it.
That I can. There are some more refugees driven here by the creatures in the temples, by the Don. We even have some refugees from other islands. We need help if we are to care for them all.
Found lodgings for Martha, the farmer's wife.
You are a good man. If only all the people in this town were as considerate. Here, I have something for you. May the holy flame light your way.
Doyle's gone to the Order. He's turned himself in.
What? He'll tell them everything.
What are you going to do?
If I stay, I'm in a sea of trouble. I need to get away. Yeah, I'll head out as soon as I can. Hoping the mess this town's become, I'll get forgotten. Whatever happens, I'm not letting the Order take me to the monastery.
There's plenty of others with gossip. Try them.
Sid is trying to flee the town.
Let him go. He'll just cause trouble if we put him in the monastery. At least the town will be free of his influence. Here, with the thanks of the Order, we could do with more like you.
Halt. You're not coming in here.
Commandant Carlos has summoned me.
I know. I've been expecting you.
Then are you going to let me in?
Wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't.
Ah, there you are. It's about time.
You know me.
This is a small island. We've got used to refugees, but they still stand out. Question is, are you a spy for Don Esteban? Someone seeking to join the Order of the Flame? Or something else? So, why don't you tell me what you want in this town?
I'm a castaway. I haven't taken any side.
Is that so? Well, let me explain how things work here. In this town, Inquisitor Mendoza's law prevails, and I see that his law is followed. Every troublemaker and criminal who tries to break the law will be punished. Those who aid the civic cause and help to keep the peace will be rewarded.
How can I help you?
I need loyal men to ensure this town stays within the law. We are working for order, for the common good. But there are criminals, outlaws who would destabilize what we have achieved.
I will help you keep the law in this town.
Then root out the outlaws. Find those on the streets of my town that do not fit with the Order's plans, who do not seek the common good. Confront them and see to it that they can do no harm. My guards will help you. If you wish to join the Order, then do your duty and I will see to it that you advance.
What is your role in this town?
To defend it, to keep order, to protect the citizens in the Order's care. That is my duty to the town. My duty to the Order and humanity is to make sure the artifacts we find are shipped to the monastery. The temples that rose from beneath the ground are full of artifacts. And every petty thief on this island is trying to steal them. The Inquisitor has commanded that all artifacts are to be taken to the monastery. People think he wants them for money, but I sense he sees a link between these artifacts and the disasters that have befallen us. He is seeking a clue to our salvation. We must gather these artifacts. We must convey them safely to the monastery. We must see that the Inquisitor is able to proceed with his business.
What about these outlaws you mentioned?
Before the Inquisition came, Don Esteban had great influence in this town. But when we arrived here, he retreated. Now this bandit king is hiding somewhere beyond these walls. Without him, his people are disorganized. As long as their numbers remain manageable, they have no power, though they remain an irritant. If we are to stop them becoming more than that, we must remain alert.
Why did the Inquisitor come to this island?
Contact with the mainland is lost. We have heard nothing from our other outposts. If we were to lose the Holy Hall, lose the Holy Flame as well. But maybe the temples that rose from the earth here hold secrets that can help us understand what is happening. To that end, we gather everything we find in the ruins. We must hope the ancient temples here hold secrets of the past that can help us build a future.
What future do you see for Harbour Town?
What future for the world, for this island? Those things are in the hands of the Inquisitor. For us, we must keep this town safe for its citizens. Keep it a haven for refugees. Keep these honest people safe from the dangers without and within. Once we have done that, we must look to feed the people, find ways to survive, until we have word from the mainland.
About the Don's followers. Sid was tough, but he won't be a problem for you any longer.
Sid? He has long been a thorn in my side. I'll be glad to see the back of him. Here, please take this gold as a reward.
What do you want?
What's with that staff?
I'm a trainer. I teach staff fighting. Not a lot of call for that here.
What do you mean?
The men here have already been trained, and they have to spend their time keeping the peace. What about you? Would you like to train?
I'd like to learn about staff fighting.
What is it?
I'm ready to follow Garth.
Garth's leaving. Give him a bit of a head start, then follow him. Keep your distance, but don't let him out of your sight. If anything goes wrong, come back. Got it?
I'm not a smith.
Hey, sweetheart. How about I make a real man of you? Once you get some lily loving, you'll never look back.
Sorry.
Come on, love. How long has it been since you had a warm body beside you?
What part of I'm not interested did you not understand?
All right, all right.
Oh, crap. What do you want? Did you follow me?
It really wasn't hard.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Yeah. I seen you about. Nosing in everyone's business. People don't like people's noses being stuck into other people's business. People like that gets hit. By people.
Hand over the packages you took.
Sure you want to do this?
Absolutely.
Then you leave me no choice. Garth, Get him! Shut his flapping mouth. Time for a little lesson.
Someone should stop this! This is wrong. It's wrong. Stop! Just stop!
Right. Now let's hear the truth.
It's Cutter's fault. He made me do it. He did. He wanted me to set aside some weed for him. Just a bit.
What did he give you for it?
Meat. And some gold. But it wasn't much. And I haven't any left. Please don't tell Carlos. I couldn't hack it in the monastery. I'm not cut out for it. I have allergies.
Just get out of here.
Thanks.
Now start talking.
Look, I didn't mean to step on the Don's toes.
You stole his weed. That's pretty much stomping on them.
I wasn't going to sell it in Harbour Town.
Then where?
Just in the monastery. They all love a bit of Bruegel up there.
You should remember it's the Don's Bruegel.
They're rich up there. Loads of gold. It's all that poking around in the ruins.
Who else is involved in this Bruegel smuggling?
Just me.
And I'm supposed to believe that?
Believe what you like.
Garth's working with Cutter.
Cutter? He lets us pay him so we can work in peace, and then he steals from us. That bastard had sucked bog bodies if he thought there was money in it. What about the packages? Did he have them on him? We need those packages.
Here are the packages you wanted.
Good work. A lot of gold is coming your way.
Come on then. Tell me how to fleece the merchants.
Right. There are two worthwhile targets. There's Conrad, the goods merchant. He buys from the farmers and sells at a big profit. And there's Alvaro, the weapons dealer. Since the only smith in the town works for him, he dictates the price of weapons.
How do I collect from the two merchants?
First, get an overview. Talk to them. Perhaps even buy something. You have to find out what's keeping them busy, what problems they have, and what weaknesses. We know their weaknesses. We can use that against them.
I think you owe me.
Of course. I'll teach you what I know.
Show me the basics of alchemy.
Afraid I can only teach you to make minor potions. That's all Master Leonardo taught me.
Teach me.
Right. Well, you have to heat the plants you need in a flask on an alchemist's table, and then pour the liquid you get into a vial.
How do I know what plants I need?
It depends on the recipe. You can buy those around the place easy enough. I'm sure you'll manage it.
Garth stole some of the Don's goods.
What, Garth? I warned him about tangling with the Don. I assume you've taken care of things. Here, take a healing potion. A thanks for smoothing this over.
What potions do you have? What can you teach me about alchemy? I don't know how to make that. Now who could teach me to pick locks? Hey, you. You looking for a job?
Might be. What do you want doing?
Alvaro needs some wood chopping.
Yeah, all right. I'll get started.
The servants he wanted are now at work.
Excellent. You've earned my trust. Keep the rest of the gold.
Very generous.
It was a fair wage. If you want to beg for more money, sniff round Master Belshire in the gutters.
Good news.
Oh, what's that?
Alvaro says you can take a couple of days off.
That doesn't sound like him.
You just need to finish the blade staff for Marcelo.
I've already finished the staff. It's been in the cellar for a while. Alvaro's really got the hots for getting this delivery. Well, thanks for your help. If you need anything...
Maybe another time.
Thanks for the break. Did me the power of good.
One hand washes the other. I need your help.
What's up?
About the blade staff for Marcelo.
The one I forged?
Yes. Why is it so important?
Alvaro wants to use this gift to make an important friend in the Order.
Do you also work on artifacts?
Whoa. If you found something, you have to hand it in.
I do.
Do you know what the Order will do to you if you keep artifacts? You'll get recruited and bang. Straight to the monastery.
I can take care of myself.
It won't just be you. I work on an artifact, I'll be in the same boat. And I'm not having that. I'm just a smith, remember?
He'll be keeping that blade staff safe then.
Well, you'd think so, wouldn't you?
But?
Alvaro wears the key for the chest on his belt. But the cellar lock, it's old and rusty. A child could pick it with a piece of wire. That's Alvaro. Won't even pay for a new lock. Why is it you want to know? None of my business, but maybe I can help.
What else can you tell me?
I can tell you Alvaro tends to creep around the house at night. Sleepless man. Probably up, counting his earnings.
How would someone get into the cellar?
In theory, as quietly as possible. And if Alvaro is awake, wait until he's not around.
I'm not a smith.
I'm sure you have things to deal with.
I discovered that Alvaro has a blade staff in his cellar that his prize customer really wants.
Sounds like an opportunity. I assume that Sid and Delgado have taught you the necessary talents for removing objects?
Well...
If not, you should catch up. Get a bit of advice from them.
And what do I do with the blade staff?
You'll give it back to him, like any upstanding citizen would. Of course, not without pocketing an appropriate reward.
And Alvaro will play along with that.
He's a businessman. As long as you aren't too brazen, he'll consider it.
Can you help me? I need to know where Conrad's cows are.
He has them in an enclosure at the rear town gate. He has a farmer garden. I don't know his name, but he looks tough. All the cows are Conrad's, apart from my Elsa. At least they've spared her so far.
Here. Is this the Don's amulet?
Hey, you found it. I have to say I doubted you. Thought you were another collaborator. But not anymore. You've done us both a favor. I'll make sure you're rewarded. You should join us. We could use someone like you.
What will you do now?
I'm staying put. I need to think. And I need to watch Hernandez.
Have fun.
I'm sure you have things to deal with.
Conrad keeps a couple of cows at the rear town gate.
Good to know. And?
He has the cows watched by a farmer.
Then take a look around there. And talk to this farmer.
When I wish to, how do I leave?
Think you can get away with that?
Who are you trying to punish? Me? Or the other people here?
I said out!
Don't get your hopes up. So you guard cows?
Yeah, and feed and milk them. Berta here is the best cow we have, aren't you, old girl? She's a grand milker. Best on the island. A real bovine beauty. No wonder Conrad wants me to guard her.
I can see you're very proud. Here's your gold.
All right. I bet Luca still pockets enough for himself. Here are the plates.
Come back later.
What do you want? You've got what you wanted.
Okay, sell me the ring.
Believe me, you're getting one good deal right there. Don't let Carlos or his people catch you with it, though.
So, you'll buy the fish stall?
Yeah. Fish from the shore in the mornings, sell during the day. Gotta be better than what I'm doing right now.
Phyllis will be happy to hear that. About your father. I found this paper in one of the shacks in the gutters.
Now this is a useful piece of paper. This is precisely what I was looking for. I can finally leave this rat hole. You deserve a reward. Here, I can spare 200 gold coins. But take them, and you ask no more questions. Deal?
Done. Just give me the gold. There'll be no more questions.
200 gold. You deserve it. You deserve more, but that's what I can pay. Good luck wherever the wind blows you. Me, I'm getting out of this place.
Do you have anything to trade? I found an old scrap of paper in Steelbeard's shack.
You did? Then let's see it.
I gave it to Patty.
And you thought you'd come and dangle that under my nose instead of coming to me first, did you? What was on the paper? What did she say?
She said she has what she wanted.
Well, if it gets her out of town, that's not all bad. But come to me first, in future.
I've talked to Romanov.
So what did you find out?
He wants me to get him some clean clothes.
You thought a pirate's wish for clean clothes was so important you had to tell me about it? Or do you think the gold is hidden in his laundry? Huh?
All right. I'll buy your armor plates.
Well, I don't have them on me. Behind the warehouse, up the stairs, is a room. Plates are in a seaman's chest in there. Here's the key.
You should go away.
away.
Now, who could teach me to pick locks?
Leave! I told you should go away.
Ask someone else.
Now, who could
What do
teach
you
me
want
to pick
here?
locks?
What do you?
Now, who could teach me to pick locks?
Can't help you, I'm afraid.
I retrieved the 5 armor plates. Luca was after them, but he was unlucky.
Good work. If only you had a little more faith and a little less profit in that brain of yours. Maybe you're the person to convince Luca to get out of town. I'd do it myself, but that man sends my mind to a dark place.
Now then, about a reward.
I thought that might be on your mind. Very well. You have a choice.
I'd like the gold.
Very well.
I'll talk to Luca.
Good. I'm sure you'll make him see the error of his ways.
Consider it done. I'll collect my reward later. I gave the armor plates to Carrasco.
So, you're with the Inquisition, are you? Why are you here? You come to finish me off for your new best friend?
I think it would be best if you disappeared.
And if I don't? Oh, forget that. I can see from your face what would happen. Okay, I'll make with a vanishing act.
Luca's leaving town.
Nice work. Tail between his legs, I'll bet. I'll inform Commandant Carlos.
Now then, about a reward.
I thought that might be on your mind. Very well. you have a choice.
I'll take the healing potions.
Always useful.
Bad idea. What's in all these crates?
Whatever it is, it's damn heavy.
So you don't actually know what's in them?
Trade goods, I'll wager. Spices, hides, stuff like that.
Who do they belong to?
The Order. Warehouse is theirs now.
What are they doing in there?
Storing stuff from the ruins, probably.
What do you know about the artifacts in the warehouse?
Well, I saw them dragging in a big sarcophagus. Late at night it was.
Can you tell me more about the sarcophagus?
It was huge. Great stone thing. Glad I wasn't one dragging it.
Where's this sarcophagus now?
In the front warehouse. The one closest to Patty's Tavern, on the upper floor. You'll have to use the door at the back to get in. Though you don't look like the type who'd let a simple door stand in your way.
Here is your casket.
You found it? Anyone see you fetching it?
No one important.
Strangely, that doesn't put me at ease.
This casket is heavy. I'm guessing I brought you more than clean shirts. Maybe shirts and the gold the Inquisition is looking for?
Could be. Or it could be my shirt buttons are just extremely heavy.
Could be.
A lesser man would have forced the lock to find out.
I gave you my word.
And a man's word is worth more than gold. Though gold never goes amiss. What say I throw 300 gold your way?
Then it would be rude of me to turn it down.
Stranger or friend, a decent deed is worth a decent reward.
What?
And? What about Romanov's gold? Have you found anything?
Nope, not yet.
I thought as much. The task was obviously too difficult for you. Now, unless you have good news, leave me to my job.
I found someone. Nico will buy your stall.
What? Is he crazy? Oh well, his craziness, my escape. Thank you for finding him. Here, I found this clam in a fish crate. Might be of use to you.
Now you're fish-free, what will you do now?
I'm going to Patty's. I'll get the gold from Nico on the way, and then I'm going to get very, very drunk.
Who is your leader here in the town?
We have an old storeroom in the rear of Sonia's brothel. You'll find him there.
Good. Conrad has a favourite cow. A really good one. Berta.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Probably not.
I'm sure he would miss Berta, and a dead Berta will remind him of his own mortality.
So I kill the cow?
Do it. Cut off her head and take it to Conrad.
Isn't that a bit extreme?
We need to get his attention. Take the skull to his house and plant it in his bed. Then come back to me. If you get caught, you're on your own.
I gave Weasel the packages of Brugelweed.
So, you decided to help rather than hinder him. The Don's men have finished. The Inquisition rules here. You've picked the losing side.
About this treasure seeker. What is he accused of?
He isn't a treasure seeker. He's a treasure stealer. And he's gonna stay locked up until what he nicked turns up. Until Carrasco has 3 artifacts, 3 golden bowls in his hands, then this thief isn't going anywhere.
Isn't there a way you can forget all this and let him go?
Are you trying to bribe me? Until Carrasco tells me differently, no one is going in there. And Ulf isn't setting foot outside until I know what's happened to these 3 bowls he got his hands on.
Tony has the Don's gold amulet.
Yeah, and I'm the winner of the Harbour Town Prettiest Arse competition. I didn't believe you before, and I'm not about to believe you now. So piss off and stop flapping your mouth at me, will you?
Just leave me alone. I'm not even here, all right?
Do you know Captain Steelbeard?
Yeah, but I wish I didn't. I should never have got involved with him. Promised he was going to take me away from all this. Promised me the moon and the stars. Some men will say anything for a free fuck. And all I got was a whole heap of trouble. So don't go saying that name around me, because I ain't listening no more.
What's the matter?
It's that drunken pig, Ericsson. He sits on that bench all day eyeing me up, licking his lips, making his hand gestures. It's so creepy. And then I found out he paid Madame Sonia for me. I refused to go with him, and he beat me, bastard.
Ericsson got what he deserved.
Yeah, I saw you gave him quite the beating. Gladdened my heart it did, but it ain't enough. In a few days he'll be back on that bench again, staring, licking, gesturing.
I'll have a word with him.
Would you spit in his face while you're at it?
I've got a message for you. Leave now if you know what's good for you. And if you even look at the girls here again, you'll regret it.
Oh, lover, are you? Well, save your effort. I was going to go anyway. Stay here long enough, you'll catch the pox. Then maybe you already have.
I don't think Ericsson will show his face here again.
That's a relief and a half, I tell you. You're a good man. Here's that gold I promised. Don't worry, I'll earn it back soon enough. I got a few specialist tricks. Take care of yourself, all right?
Thanks. You too. That drunk Ericsson has taken off.
That's a weight off my mind and no mistake. I think that warrants a reward.
I do need information.
I'm all ears.
Tell me something about Don Esteban's gang.
That doesn't sound like a question to me. Give me something to work with, sweetie. Here's your gold back. Let's try again, shall we?
Do you know where I can find Don Esteban's captain in town? His boys sent me to see him.
Are you sure? You'd better be, else you won't be coming out again to tell the tale. Scordo's back there, in the storeroom. There's a secret switch behind a picture on the wall of the washroom. Just go through the door it opens, and it'll lead you straight to him.
Uh-huh. Thanks.
I'm all ears.
What are you doing here? What do you want?
I'm here to support you.
And I should trust you? Why?
Why are you back here in a storeroom?
Dangerous times. Lots of thieves. Man needs security.
You're hiding. Hiding from whom?
There's a world of difference between hiding and being discreet.
What are you selling?
Antiques. Golden ones. Things brought in by the refugees. All legit. I have provenance for all of them.
And where do these antiques come from?
Inheritances. Grandmother's mantelpieces and farmers' hideaways. A man gets caught selling anything illegal, trading artifacts, he gets in trouble. I deal in antiques.
Where does that passage over there lead to?
That's no passage. That's a storeroom. And you're going to stay away from it. Because it's my business.
You can trust me. I'm on your side.
So, you are the castaway that has been helping my men in the town?
I am.
Why didn't you say so right away? You've done good work, and for the right side.
So who are you?
I hear you're someone to be trusted, that you're no friend of the Order and the Inquisition. Neither am I. I look after the Don's affairs in Harbour Town. My job is to know everything, and to lay the foundations so the town will once again be ours.
Is there an artifact you're especially interested in?
3, actually. 3 very valuable bowls made of gold. They're circulating here in the town. Get them for me and it's worth, say, 600 gold coins. But that's only if you bring me all 3.
I'll get you these 3 golden bowls.
Good. Once you have them, bring them to me.
Where are these golden bowls supposed to be?
One is being touted for sale in Patty's Tavern. The others, I don't know. My leads have gone cold.
What's so special about these golden bowls?
A white robe called Carrasco will do anything to find them. Anything the white robes are that interested in must be extremely valuable. And that's reason enough for me to offer a high price for them.
How have you been smuggling artifacts out of town?
A tunnel. It leads outside the walls. As long as the white robes don't discover the exit, we can come and go unseen.
I see. How are you planning to retake Harbour Town?
First, we need to have enough resources to drive the Order out. When Esteban gives the sign, we'll attack. And largely thanks to you, that won't be too much longer. Just imagine the Inquisitor's face when he finds out.
I take it you're no fan of the warriors of the Order in Harbour Town?
Fanatics. They do what the Inquisitor tells them. No thoughts of their own. That's 2 reasons to hate them.
The Inquisitor could be around for a while. He thinks the world needs him.
Which is very regrettable, but we need to avoid an open conflict with him and his warriors. For now.
So, what do we do next?
Someone has to go to the Don's camp and tell the Don about the positive situation here. The Don has been waiting an age for this. Unfortunately, it has taken longer than planned, and telling him is, of course, a job for you.
Of course it is.
Deliver this package to the camp, with kind regards from Scordo. The Don will be pleased.
And what will your task be?
I'll hold the fort here. Keep everything under control.
I'll take your package to the Don.
Excellent. Here it is. And here is the key for the door over there. It leads to the secret tunnel out of Harbour Town. Don't get caught, or we're all going to hell. And hurry. We've lost too much time already.
Then let's not lose any more.